Hey everyone, welcome to a quick update video for Destiny 2. Today's This Week at Bungie post has some stuff you're going to want to know, so let's jump right into it. The first part, they talk about the Corridors of Time puzzle, their inspirations behind it, and just how it came together. They said the bones of the puzzle actually originated several years ago with the discovery of the Sleeper Simulant and that quest to unlock the exotic. And as time went on, they knew they wanted to make a puzzle that kind of asked the same questions of how far does the rabbit hole go, or is there an end to this, similar to movies like Alice in Wonderland and The Matrix. They also said the ideas for this space were roughly based off the cult classic movie Cube. They said they really love the idea of having players wander through time to find a very specific reality. No doubt the designers did an incredible job implementing this puzzle. However, next time the reward probably shouldn't be on the roadmap. It's important to note that the emblem and all the lore that you get from Corridors of Time is going away. It disappears on January 28th, so if you really want either of those things, make sure to hop in and get them done this week. Destiny 2 is getting a performance pass, with part 1 of the fixes for the major issues arriving next week alongside update 2.7.1. That includes improved performance issues in the Chamber of Suffering encounter in the Pit of Heresy dungeon. They fixed the issue where players could die when transitioning into the Tunnels of Despair in the Pit of Heresy. They improved a performance issue that could occur when chunks of land are removed or returned in the Sanctified Mind encounter in Garden of Salvation. Improved performance when receiving a certain investment-related messages. This could be anything from acquiring rewards, placing tributes, or interacting with an obelisk. And the final major bullet point on here says that players who load into Crucible matches faster than their peers will no longer sit through a black screen. Rather, they will remain in spaceflight until everyone has loaded into a match. There's not a real difference between the black screen or spaceflight, but I'll take looking at space any day. And some fixes that are currently in development coming in a future patch include UI shuddering and frame rate drops when looking at or applying mods, frame rate issues in Gambit and Gambit Prime, frame rate issues during the Sanctified Mind encounter and in Pit of Heresy, and general improvements to performance on PC when a lot of debris is on the ground. Those are just the ones they shared today. Bungie has a whole list of more performance issues they're working on in the background that weren't displayed in this post. Now let's talk the patch notes preview for this Tuesday. The ones listed here address quests, seals, exotic perks, and more. First up, we've got a fix for Eris that's going to force her to hand over her final lore entry. The Green with Envy Gambit quest bug that makes you play way more Gambit than you should need to is going to be fixed so that it progresses properly. Looks like they also fixed an issue where the Playing the Odds emblem was not unlocking correctly, which is a required emblem for the Dredgen title. Next, they said they improved the Black Armory rare bounty acquisition. It says here that your chances for a rare bounty will now increase as you complete weekly and daily bounties, and it is now going to be a guaranteed drop from a bounty completion after 5 days, if you've completed all Ada-1 bounties. I'm not quite sure on the wording on that last one. Either it means you're going to have to do all bounties throughout the week or just do all the bounties once and then wait 5 days. Regardless, I would just try and do as many bounties as possible starting Tuesday if you really need that rare bounty. Hopefully this means we'll see a few more blacksmiths in the future. On the sandbox side of things, they fixed an issue where the heavy-handed mod could trigger from Telesto. They fixed an issue where players could retain buffs from the Worm God Caress, Winter's Guile, and Synthosep exotics, and starting Tuesday you will be able to once again equip those exotics. I'll give it like 24 hours until somebody else breaks the game with Telesto starting Tuesday. Also this Tuesday, anyone who has the Leviathan's Breath questline will now be able to access the special version of the Arms Dealer Strike required for the quest, regardless of which Season Pass you own. So if you own the Season 8 or Season 9 Pass, you'll be able to pick up the quest from Banshee after reaching 800 power. And the last big thing for Tuesday is that progress will once again count for the Season 9 triumphs, and their requirements have now been reduced to make up for lost time. We're talking triumphs like Season 9 challenges, Season 9 rituals, and Season 9 engagements. I don't even know if those give triumph score, but if you want to have them, they'll be fixed on Tuesday. For players having trouble acquiring the Bastion questline, you'll need to fully complete the Saint 14 storyline first, which includes completing the 3 following quests: Recovering the Past, an impossible task, and completing an impossible task. After completing those 3 things and claiming the associated triumphs, you should be able to pick up the exotic quest Memento from Saint 14 in the tower. Make sure to do all that stuff on one character because for some reason, it's not account-wide. And last but not least, here's some known issues currently being looked at. These will probably be fixed in a future update. Next week, Bungie plans to shed some light on the Empyrean Foundation, so we'll learn about that pretty soon. And in 2 weeks, the Savior title will be completely obtainable. And then after that, we've got Crimson Days. That's all the important stuff this week. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I hope you have a fantastic evening.